Hi, I'm about to know. Welcome to my channel Africa Everyday. For this episode, I'll be preparing hot cross buns. For Easter video, Mr. Mike made a video about hot cross buns. And now I was like, well, I like this. I would like to prepare this. And when I saw the recipe, I said that this one is simple. I can really do it. So I told him that I would love to have a taste of this. I never knew Nigerian children have been singing hot cross buns in one of their poems. So when I got home and I told my wife, "Oh, this is what I'll be paying," he said that she has been hearing the name of the hot cross buns in one of the poems being sung by the children in the school. I was like, wow, that was when the zeal inside me to prepare it actually grew up, and I said, I'm going to prepare this. I looked for some ingredients, I couldn't find them. Had to go to city to get them. Anywhere this is, as far as within Nigeria, I'll surely get all the ingredients. So that is what I'll be preparing for this. And special thanks to Mr. Mike for sponsoring this and also for sharing the cuisine with me. Special thanks to you. Thank you so much, Mr. Mike. You have been phenomenal, wonderful in my life. I can never thank you enough. He's a wonderful, a compassionate, a loving, a forgiving man. I can't even thank him enough. I can't describe him enough. He's an angel. Mr. Mike is an angel. All right. And my patrons too. Thank you so much for your support. It's been phenomenal. I'm grateful for all your support. Those of you contributing to my GoFundMe, and those of you being my patrons. Some of you are even increasing your patron pledges. Thank you so much. I'm very, very grateful. Thank you so much. Without you, all this will not be possible. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let's go. All right, cross buns now. The ingredient, we have 2.5 cups of flour. That's a cup. It's more than 2.5. So it's approximately. So that is why the half would be more than half a little bit, because I approximated the half. Yeast. We have 1/4 of brown sugar, but I don't have brown sugar. I'll be making use of white sugar. I don't know much difference between brown sugar and white sugar, but after this, I'll go and Google it and see the difference between them. A cup of mixed fruit. Mixed fruit. This is the first time that I'll be seeing mixed fruit. I've never seen it before. Let me quickly mix this. Our president had gone to London for a medical checkup, while our own health system is in shambles. It's nothing to write home about. Some people there's a big hospital in Ibadan, the largest town in West Africa. It's called UCH. Yes, it's called UCH. Some people call it Death Hospital, where patients are expected to die. Mixed spice now. A heapful of mixed spice. Inside this mixed spice, we have cinnamon, we have nutmeg, we have garlic. Tablespoon. So that should be enough. 50 grams of melted butter. I don't have solid. Or should I call it solid? I don't want solid butter because of the issue of power in Nigeria, and I don't have weights too. So I'll scale. I really love to buy a scale, especially the digital one, but I don't have the money to purchase that now. So I'll be eyeballing the measurement of this. Okay. The previous one that I've made about 3. I've tried 3 of these that it wasn't successful. So I'll be reusing the pot. This is what I'll be reusing. So this should be enough. When we got independence, there were many times the military overthrew the civilian government. When the military overthrew the civilian government around, not really good at history, probably around 1980 something. It was when the military wrote their decree, which was later converted to constitution. That was when Nigeria has been declining. The situation of Nigeria has been getting worse since then. Why? because the decree that was used, that was metamorphosed into constitution, was written by the military for the benefit of the elite. So there's no hope for Nigeria in our present situation. No hope. And the worst part of this is that we still have millions of Nigerians that are suffering, and they are still standing behind this government that is not willing to restructure the country. That is the most painful part of this whole order. The most painful part. It's ready my milk and turmeric. I could not find saffron. Saffron is, but I don't even know where I can find it. Even Mr. Mike said it's very, very scarce. That's why I'm using saffron. The milk is very, very yellow. And I don't know if you can see it from the camera. It's yellow. And that's the result of the turmeric that I used. Okay, gently mixing. We're not matured enough as a nation before we were given independence. We were not matured enough. We weren't. A lot of things that we still need to learn, and we're forcefully combined. We're forcefully merged, amalgamated. We have the north, we have the south, and we have the north. Majorly, we have the north, we have the east, and we have the south. I am located in the south. The north are the Hausas, the Fulanis, and the north comprises of majorly Muslims. So we have Christians there too, but I believe, I'm not sure, 95% of them are Muslims. Okay, so I'm going to cover this and leave it alone for 20 minutes before I'll knead it. I still have leftover of this, so this is what I'll be using to cover it. All right, this is it now. Yes, it has increased. Now kneading is the next step now. Oh, I can't wait to get this right and enjoy it. I think I'll need more flour. Yes, it's very, very sticky. Very sticky. This must be right. No matter what it takes, I must get this right. Yes, it's getting better. I must get this right. Yes. It's becoming less sticky now. And now I find that impressive by my standard. It is impressive by my standard. This is why I love this. This is why I love baking. The reason why, because you can easily use flour to correct any anomaly or any mistake. Okay, I'm getting this now. Okay, now let me make a dough. Yes, let me make a dough and place it inside. I'll make it dough, place it inside, and leave it for 30 minutes more. All right, I want to prepare the paint now. I call it paint, but I'm going to spray it over. I wish I had the tool that Mr. Mike used, that tool, but I'll be making use of this. This is the biggest lime orange that I could find, the biggest one that I could find. So I believe this 3 should be enough for the very big one that Mr. Mike used. So I'll be using this grate. Now, this one is made by a company. There's another one that we can make locally. We take a tin, usually a milk tin. Then the milk tin, usually a milk tin like this. Then the milk tin will bend it like this, and we use nail to make holes in the body. Then once it's flat and there are holes in his body, we now attach it to a stick. So that will form always for grating this. Maybe in the future video I will do it to see. All right. We don't know when our president will be back from his medical trip. People are dying in Nigeria as a result of worsening health system. Our president, the ministers, the governors, the commissioners, all the politicians, they travel overseas for their medical checkup. The money they are supposed to improve our health system is being used by them for their family alone. You might be wondering, why we're not doing anything about it? Okay? All right? Masses have the power. But when majority of the masses are brainless, they are suffering, yet they still support the government. The government that is enslaving them, that is making life hard for them. You'll be so surprised that they still support that government. This says made me to remember there was a time that I went to my mom's place and I told her that we use this cells for preparing one of the Westerners, which was like, oh my God, how could you be using cells to prepare food? You know, it was beyond her wildest imagination that somebody could be using. We call this a poisson. You know, somebody could be using this to prepare food. That to tell you the huge difference between us and yours. And I'm very lucky to be in between the two worlds. I feel lucky and honored, and special thanks to Mr. Mike for that. All right. Now look at it now. That's doubled in size. Double. So I'm going to knead it again before cutting it up. The reason for kneading it is to remove the air bubble that is inside. There was a time that Nigerian naira was equal to $1, while a British pound is equal to 2 naira. That is why in Nigeria, the old people, those that lived back then, they used to call 2 naira and 1 pound. And now, in our dialect, of course, not 1 pound, just like I said. It is our pon in Yoruba language. Pon, like eyokon, it means 1. Eyokon, 1. Then pound, that's pound. You know. All right, I want to cut this up now. The frying pan, I want to oil it. So it is ready now. I don't know. I don't know how I can cut it like Mr. Mike, but I'm still going to try it. Cage. Just like Mr. Mike said, cage. You cage it. I don't know if I'm getting it right. I'm caging it. Right there. Remember, I'm still a learner. I'm still a learner. So in the comment section below, you can correct me, something I should have done better, you know, things like that. Feel free to correct me, please. That's one thing about me. I really love being corrected. I'm using different method. It's like I prefer this. Nigeria is my country. I'm still going to make a video about different tribes that are in Nigeria. Please, if you have any question, let me know in the comment section below. I'll surely answer all your questions, and I read all your comments. Yes, so if you have any comment, be 100% sure that I'm going to read it. I read all your comments, I read them. Thank you so much. All right, this is it, if you can see it. All right, we have this. So this is it. I'm going to cover it to be covered for 20 minutes. Oh God, I thought I still have tinfoil left, but I'm out of tinfoil. So I'll be using bubble wrap to cover it, and I'm very sure it will still work. It's good to know how to improvise. This will be left alone for 30 minutes. What I'm going to paint it with now, I don't have the juicer, so I'll be using my hand to do it. Then later I'll remove all the seeds, squeeze it. When I was growing up, my dad was a goldsmith. This is one of the things that I used to ask us to do, because goldsmith, they make use of lemon juice for washing jewelries, for cleaning jewelry. This is one of the things he used to ask us to do. He used to ask us to do. Could do like he could ask us to do like how many, like half bag of this, and I wasn't fond of doing it. I really hate doing it, but I had no option. All right, I'll be removing the seed now. In fact, I don't see any reason for me to remove the seed, since I'll be using brush to touch it, so the seed won't even affect it. I'll be using brush to touch it, to paint it, so there's no need for me to remove the seed. 5 teaspoons of sugar. As a white sugar. 2, 3, 4. Then stir till the sugar is completely dissolved. I can't think of any Nigerian cuisine that involves use of lemon for preparing it. I can't think of anyone. The only thing in Nigerian that involves the use of lime orange or any other orange is agbo. For those of you that have watched my previous videos, you know what I'm talking about. Agbo, a kind of traditionally prepared liquid medicine that we use for treating ourselves here in Africa. It's called, in Nigeria, in western part of Nigeria, we call it agbo. So that is the only place I can think of that we can make use of lime orange or any other orange for. Yes, that dissolved completely. Okay, now I want to prepare what I'm going to use for the cross now. For the cross, what I'm going to use for it, we have this. This is the zest. Then I'm going to add 100 grams of flour, simply because I don't have a scale. When I Google it, I discovered that 100 grams of flour equals 1.5 cups and also 2 tablespoons of flour. This is a half cup of a flour. 2 tablespoons, 1, 2. That is 100 grams of flour. Addition of water now. All right, the mixture now. This is now table water. I got this from the tap. The mixing of this one. Not too thick. Shouldn't be too thick. And It shouldn't be watery at the same time. Oh boy, I hope I've not made it very watery. This is watery, absolutely watery. I need to add small quantity of flour to this. Yes, I think this is better. Is this? It is still watery. Still watery. It is still watery. I enjoy my country. I can't wait to taste this. Really speaking. I really can't wait. It is watery. It won't stay on the buns. It won't stay. You have to squish it and it must stay on the buns. Yes, I think this is better. The plastic bag that I'm going to use is not transparent. I'll be using black plastic bag for mine. Unlike Mr. Max, he used transparent plastic bag. So this goes inside. All right, now let me tie this up. Yes, perfectly to serve the purpose. So I could remember when I was in primary school, we used to put rice, cooked rice inside plastic bag like this, and you'll be eating it on the way to the school. How do we use it? Look like Mr. Mike did. We snip off small part of it and we'll be squeezing it to our mouth like that. That is how we ate it in primary school back then. I'm very sure I saw a student doing it last week, so they still do it. This one is perfect. Excellent. It is ready now. So it has increased. Mind you, I'm a learner. It's not going to be perfect. So in case there's something I should have done better during the preparation, let me know in the comment section below. Please don't forget, I'm still a learner. Alright, I want to make the cross now. This is what I'm doing. I love using my teeth. Please, if it offends you, I'm very sorry. I love using my teeth to do it. That's what I love. I don't know how to make use of oh God. I hope. Hot cross. Oh God. Oh God. It's too watery, too watery. And the hole that I made is too big. All right. At least to make a cross. Yes, I can see the cross. Yes. 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 This cross can still be seen. Yes. Not perfect though. I still have a lot to learn, but not completely bad either. All right, the oven is being preheated. I'm going to put it in the oven now. All right, the oven is already being preheated. So it's going for 30 minutes or so. All right, so I'll position the knob. Let me put it at 220 and I'll check back in the next 20 minutes. All right, to check it now, you can see Yes, it is baking fine. The other time when I was opening the lid, when I was opening the door of the oven, some of you corrected me that it will affect the temperature of the oven. Thank you so much. So I'll be using the I'll be using the glass now to look at it. So it's already 20 minutes. I'll give it 7 minutes more. By then it should be done. And special thanks to Mr. Mike for giving me this opportunity. Thank you so much for sharing this with me. And my patrons, thank you so much. All right, now it's done now. But the cross is gone. I don't know why. I don't know why the cross is gone. Yeah, no, I can still see it. I can still see the cross. Now the painting. I call it painting. I could not find the exact brush that I use for baking. So I decided to use the one for painting. I can't wait to put this in my mouth. Really, I can't wait. Well, as far as I'm concerned, this is a success. This is a success, and I'll give you a description of how it tastes in my mouth. Special thanks to Mr. Mike for sharing this cuisine with me. Thank you very much, and I'm very, very grateful. Thank you so much. I've given this to my friend, so my friend is going to enjoy that. So I will be testing one now. I'm going to see how it is like. Mr. Mike was able to divide this like me. It tastes like nothing I've ever tasted before. That's the truth. Like nothing I've ever tasted before. I don't even know. I don't know how to describe it. Sweetly sweet. Not too sweet, just mid-range. Pleasantly sweet. Let me call it that. I really love this. I'm loving this. My patrons, thank you so much for supporting me, for making all this possible. I'm grateful to you guys. Thank you so much. This is the best ever. Though, as you can see, it's not perfect. I'm a learner, but I'll still make a better one. I'll surely plan that. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section below. See you next time.